In parts of northeastern Kentucky certainly felt an earthquake yesterday, something that isn't typical for that region of the state.
First Alert meteorologist Alexa Minton talking with people at the Kentucky Geological Survey about earthquakes here in our state. It's our top story at 5:30.
Every earthquake shows us that there was a fault in the earth.
Late Monday afternoon, folks in parts of northeastern Kentucky might have felt a rumbling in the ground.
At about 4:39 p.m., there was an earthquake in the tri-state region of West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. The earthquake would have been felt across a larger region because of its size.
The quake measured just over 3 in magnitude, and the epicenter was about 2 miles north of Chesapeake, Ohio. It was felt in parts of eastern Kentucky as far west as Moorhead.
We've seen about 5 earthquakes of this size in history, actually, in this region within 30 miles or so of this epicenter. And that means that they happen, but they're not that frequent. This is not an area where we consider to be highly active.
Most earthquakes in Kentucky are centralized in far western portions of the state in something called the New Madrid Fault Zone. However, some activity from the eastern Tennessee seismic zone can be felt in southeastern Kentucky. But the region from Monday's earthquake is a little less defined.
This area does experience earthquakes. They don't seem to be following any patterns, like we can't connect the dots and make lines on a map to show there are fault planes necessarily. It's a little more confused, and what that means is that these are generally smaller faults that are active.
But the folks from the Kentucky Geological Survey say eastern Kentuckians need not to worry.
Those smaller faults, just when the stress builds up enough on them to release the stress, then they rupture. We don't have any reason to think this is anything strange, although it's rare, and there doesn't seem to be any cause for concern.
In Lexington, Alexa Minton, WKYT.
And for more info about Kentucky's seismic zones and earthquake activity, you can visit the Kentucky Geological Survey on UK's website. We do have a link for you right now in this story over on the WKYT News app and on WKYT.com.